Hi, Jelaine. This is Leah calling from Triple P, and I was just calling to do our individual consultation. It will take about 15 to 30 minutes, so I was just seeing if today and right now is a good time for you.
Yeah, I got some time.
Okay. So the purpose of the call today really is just to go over your planned activity of your nightly routine and just see how that work with you and work for you in Tone Tone. So is there anything on the agenda that you would like to discuss?
No, I think we're good with that. The
Okay.
the activity.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So would you like to get your homework out and share with me how your planned activity went?
So my planned activity was bedtime routine, and some of the goals that I wanted to work on was getting Tonton to bed on time at 8:30.
Okay. So what were some of the rules set around that?
So I just let him know, like, hey, tonight want to make sure we shut the TV off at 7:30, getting our pajamas on, getting our teeth brushed so we can be in bed by 8:30.
Okay, okay. So what would you say, what were two things that went really well with you setting the rules in this planned activity?
I feel like he responded well to the direction. When I told him to cut the TV off at 7:30, he did cut the TV off. And then, went and got the pajamas on, teeth brushed, and so I feel like that went pretty well, as far as him doing what I asked when I asked him to do it.
Okay. Sounds good. That sounds good. I'm glad he did. So what were some of the rewards that you offered him for complying with what you had asked him to do?
Well, I know for him, he really likes watching TV, so I did tell him, if you do shut the TV off at 7:30 tonight, that tomorrow we can watch TV for 15 minutes longer, and
Okay.
that seemed to go over really well with him.
Okay. So what were some of the praises that you used for him? I know that you often use a praise reward for him.
I just told him, good job. Thank you for listening to mommy on the first time and, shutting the TV off like I asked you to and being such a big boy. And yeah, I feel like that went pretty well.
Okay. So it sounds like you being clear and concise and sticking to your grounds. He responded really well with them and then offering them that reward of 15 extra minutes. And then also just allowing him to hear that praise from you, for his good behavior and for listening. So I'm really glad that that worked for you. Can you identify one thing that didn't work too well with you?
I think there was too many steps in what I was asking him to do because he did start to kind of get a little resistant on what I was asking him. So like maybe
Okay.
breaking down the rules a little simpler and applying some physical guidance, I think would be helpful, especially when it comes to like getting pajamas on and brushing teeth.
Okay. I can understand that. So it sounds like he has some difficulty understanding the steps, maybe too many steps. And so you were saying that you would try to implement some physical guidance into helping him so that he could get that assistance until he's able to do it independently on his own. And then just breaking down the steps in smaller steps. He's 4, so to help him understand it. And also, if you want to refer to pages 93 through 95. It can offer you some more assistance on being able to use some more strategies that may help with Tone Tone, getting him, to have a smoother nightly routine so that you can implement the physical guidance. But I'm really proud of you for just, sticking to it, being consistent, believing in yourself, and knowing that you can do it and you guys can have a smoother routine and being able to not only give him the reward, but sticking to the reward for Tonton and that follow through, and then just offering him those praises that we all like to hear. So seeing that that worked well for you and him. So you were saying, at the beginning that the main issue was just getting Tonton to turn the TV off at 7:30 and for him to follow through the nightly routine of him brushing his teeth and putting his pajamas on, and that you were going to offer him the rewards and the praises, and that also you would try to implement some of the physical guidance into your nightly routine, as well as breaking down the steps further. Are there any other goals that you would like to work on for this next week?
I do have another activity coming up, a play date, so I just want to implement some more of this praise strategy and the physical guidance and maybe some blocking techniques. You
Okay.
know, and yeah, I feel like that would be a good thing for us.
Okay. Well, that That sounds interesting, and I'm really excited to hear how that went for you. Remember that you can look in your workbook from 93 to 95 just to give you some more strategies, and the more that you can implement with him, the better that you can have in your nighttime routine and just interactions with other children and on your play dates. Okay, so I look
Oh,
forward to touching bases with you. If there's nothing else, no any other questions, and I will be checking back in with you next week. Okay.
sounds good. Thank you for the call.
All right. Thank you so much, Jelaine. Have a good afternoon.
You too.